This is Ashwin going through Koth_excavation. This is spawn, and both spawn doors are fully visible to the player at spawn. Once exiting spawn, the player has the option to go left, right, or to the underground. Going left will give the player plentiful of cover. However, they are still exposed to people that's on the control point around people around here. The player has the option to go up this if they feel like they should. Going right will have the player go down this very fast path. There's minimal cover here, however, this takes them straight to the control point without any blockages on their way. This will be for when a rush is needed to be formed. This is a very open area where lots of combat could happen. Over here is a choke point. There's a small, tight, narrow corridor here. This is also how you would enter the other player's underground half. This will force both teams to have combat scenarios right here, as they would both want to either flank the sniper's nest or would want to enter their own side stairs. The player has two ways of entering the side stairs, either from the middle, coming from here, or coming from here. This gives player agency on how they want to enter the side flank route, the side stairs to the control point, depending on what the situation would require them to do. This gives the player a unique angle at the control point, making defending players needing to not only look here, but here, and potentially here, and here. This balances out the height advantage that the control point has. Snipers could come down the underground to enter the sniper's nest over here. This puts them at even grounding, even elevation as the control point there, but as normal players here would have a height disadvantage against this. The sight line here has almost full visibility of the control point. They also have full visibility of the sniper's nest over there, and they have some visibility over here with the tree kind of blocking the way to make angles a bit awkward, just to make it such that they don't have an extreme sight line on players coming up here. Spies will come down here to perform a flank, whether it be going through the enemy's territory this way, whether it be entering through their entrance here, or coming at the enemy sniper's nest to kill any dominating sniper here. This is a great spot for sentries to place their turrets, as it is right next to the control point, whilst the sentry being fully defended from this angle here. More rushy playstyles for snipers is also possible via being on top of this container here. However, they are fully exposed to players coming up here, and so they won't have full advantage here. But this makes it all balanced. Pyro handles this four-way very well, as it is all tight corners, and so this choke point is great for players like Pyro or Scouts. If rushing to the enemy side, Pyro has amazing advantage here in the close quarters area, creating even more difficult scenarios for the enemy, which would hopefully force them down to the underground to take down the control point. If the point is captured and the blue team is defending, vice versa red team as well, but I'm blue team right now, so I'll speak in this context. Demo has very strong advantage defending the control point, as he can easily throw grenades in whatever tight corners he needs to. Oh, I don't want to reach. Whether it be going here or anywhere. Demo has great advantage here. This one is a bit difficult to showcase, since I am the only one here. However, as a medic, I have the capability of just camping myself here and then healing whoever, whether it be heavy or any other character, and stay safe here. Heavy has a great time here as he has very strong sight lines down here, being able to dominate anyone that's coming down the rushy route. With minimal sight lines down the thingy, you'd have to come all the way over here, which then puts him at risk at the enemy sniper and also being away from the control point. But whilst at the control point, if someone was to come down the rushy route, Heavy has great sight lines here.